Recording in progress.
In the section 1 we have completed, that was about the characteristics. Then in section number 2 we started discussion on the classification of the living of different living organisms, how we
Yes.
classify them and why it is important. So can you tell me why it is important to classify the organisms in different groups?
So it's easier for the biologists, so they
Hmm.
could decide like which organisms are like closely related to each other and which aren't.
Yes, like
And
it
and
is
they use
easy.
like
Hmm.
and they use like two types of thing: morphology and anatomy. And morphology is like the physical appearance, and anatomy is like the inside organs.
Yes, it is easy to do research, okay? Because
Yes.
it is not possible for just one person to do research on all the species and on all the organisms. So the biology in this, what they do, biologists, they work in different domains, right? Some work in the domain of anatomy. They study the anatomy of different organisms. Some work with the morphology. Some work with the DNA system. What is the structure of the DNA? What is happening in their base pairs? So you have different. They have different groups, and those groups help them to easily classify the organisms, and then on those classifications they uh, they give some of the hypotheses as well, that if, okay, what was the main reason for classifying the organism was to, it was easy to study them, okay. The second thing was how they categorize them. Now this is the most important thing, how in the initial stages they classify the organism. What was the base,
Uh,
like this one?
like one has legs and one doesn't. No.
No, the first one. If
Oh,
why they put the human, dogs, and horses and mice into one group?
because it has like a certain feature that they have hair,
Yeah,
and like they make
you
milk.
can say on the basis of some common features. Okay, on the basis of
Yeah.
some common features, they classify the organism in the initial stages. Okay, the first time when they classify the organisms, they classify them on the basis of some similarities. Okay, on the basis of some basic common features in them. Okay, just like
Hmm.
I told you that we have different classes in this school, and in those classes you have different students of different ages, right? Like in grade 3 there will be students of age 10 or age 9 maybe, right? So up to so on it increases, and you have the classification system. You classify, you have different classes in the schools, and in those classes the students are admitted on the basis of their IQ, on the basis of their age. Similarly, when they classify the organism, they think about the similarities, just like the human beings, dogs, horses, and mice. Initially, they put all these organisms into one group, and why they put them into one group was that they were all mammals. Okay, they were all mammals. The humans are mammal, dogs are mammal, horses and mice. And I told you some of the most basic features of the mammals. What are those?
That they have hair, and they
Hmm.
produce milk.
Yes, they produce milk. They have mammary glands in them,
Yeah, mammal
and they
gland.
have hairs. And the mammals can reproduce as well. Okay, so on these basis, there is they can do the sexual reproduction. So this was about the first classification system, initial at the initial stages. Then they infer a new hypothesis. They think about it, that okay, now we have categorized them into one group on the basis of their similarities. So there must be some common ancestor. Okay, there must be some common point, because whenever you have two or three similar things, so this comes into your mind that there will be a common origin for those two or three things, right? It happens, like you have, when you have like in the clothes, if you get same t-shirt, like there are different people and they purchase a t-shirt from the from one brand, but from different stores, but you see them that the t-shirts are same. So why is this so? Because the brand was same. So
Mm.
ultimately you come to the point of the common origin. So when they discussed it, they thought about this. Okay, that we have categorized them on the basis of similarities, so it means they must have a common ancestor. Okay, then they try to find out what can be the common ancestor, what can be the ancestor. So in initial stage it was hard for them to discover exactly what is the common ancestor, but they put a guess that that common ancestor was alive 200 million years ago. Okay, so they estimated the age of their common ancestor. Okay, are you getting this?
Yes.
Then what they did was they discussed about the how how they then advanced in this study, how advancements were made, on the basis of which feature they make advancement in the field of classification.
Like maybe inside the organs,
Yeah, on the basis of
DNA.
the DNA. Okay, you will say on the basis of the DNA. Initially what
DNA.
was happening, they were just looking into the morphology, they were just looking into the morphology
Yeah.
of the organisms. Okay, and then they look into the anatomy of the organisms, right? What is the difference between morphology and the anatomy?
Morphology is like the appearance, physical appearance, and anatomy is like the organs.
Yes, anatomy is the internal structures, the study of the internal
Yes.
structures. Okay, so when they come up to the anatomy, then they discussed about the DNA, because DNA is something that is present in all the human beings, in all the living organisms, and DNA is the most important and powerful tool to study the different species and different organisms. Because why it is important, because DNA is a genetic material. Okay, DNA is the genetic material, it carries the gene, that is why it is important. DNA, it is the genetic material and it carries some important information about you, about every living organism. So that's why their target was to study DNA. Okay, they set their target to study DNA further later on. So they started their discussion, their research on the DNA, and they found out that DNA is a chemical form which our chromosomes are made up of. Okay, the chromosomes are made up of DNA. Like you have a cell, inside cell there is a nucleus, inside nucleus you have chromosomes, right? I told you there are, how many chromosomes are there in human beings?
36.
Yes, 46. So there are
Oh,
46 in one cell. Okay, in one cell there are 46 chromosomes, and each chromosome is made up of DNA. Okay, each chromosome is made up of DNA. Clear? So this is how this is what they are saying, that the chromosomes are made up of DNA, and DNA is what? It is the genetic material. That is, and why we say it is genetic material? Because genetic material is something which is transferred, which is passed on from one generation to the next. Okay,
yes.
whenever someone asks you what is a genetic material, so in simple words what we can say is that genetic material is a material which is passed on from one generation to the next, and it
Wow.
carries some specific traits. Okay, in the genes you have some specific traits which are being transferred from one generation to the next.
Brother.
Yes. Now, okay, one more thing we discussed was about the base pairs. What are the base pairs in the DNA?
Like the different bases, like A, C,
What are
G,
the
T.
names? Yes, what are their names? You must know their names. Adenine, right? Guanine. Then you have cytosine.
And this, yeah, thymine and
Yes,
cocaine.
thymine. Good. And adenine always make a bond with thymine, and guanine always make bond with cytosine.
Gel gas,
Yes,
yes.
and these bonds are hydrogen bonds.
Mhm.
Okay, then they discussed that the sequence of the sequence sequence of bases, these bases in the DNA will form two different species. Okay, how I told you this, like you have, for example, there is this sequence. Wait a minute. This is sequence 1. Okay. And you have this sequence. Although both are having same number of guanine, same number of cytosine, but the sequence is changed. Okay? The sequence is changed. Are you getting this? So this is how
Yes.
you get two different species. Even though the base pairs are same, that is why we have million of species. We have discussed in the first class. I told you about 1.4 million species are explored till now. Okay, and many are unexplored. They didn't know about them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows about all the things which are present on this planet, on the earth, and in the universe. So how, like, the question can be arised that even though the base pairs are only 4, then why there are many species? So we can say because the sequence of those base pairs is different in different species. Okay, the different sequence of the base pairs will tend to make different species. Are you clear with this statement? Rohan, are you getting this? What I am saying?
Yes, yes.
That why, even though the base pairs are only 4, in DNA you have 4 base pairs: adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. But why there are many species? Why there are million of species?
Because they can like have different species.
Sorry, what you're saying?
But maybe because they have like different base sequence.
Yes, because of different base sequences. You have, there are different species on the earth. Okay, because
Yes.
even though there are just 4 bases: adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, but the arrangement of those base pairs is different in different species. This is how
Yes.
there are almost millions. There are millions of species on the earth because the sequence is changed.
Yes.
Okay, then after this, what they discussed was the more similar the base sequence, the more closely related the species are to one another. Okay, the more similar the base sequence, when there are more similarities, what happens is that then
They're like close
they will be more
related.
similar to each other, right?
Yes.
They will be more similar to each other, and they will be having a common ancestor. Okay, they will then
Ancestor.
have, yeah, a common ancestor. Then the species that have DNA base sequence that are less similar.
Yes.
So this was the basis of the classification system. Now after that we have discussed about the kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, all this. What is species?
Species are like
I told you the definition. What is the definition?
it's like something that has hair or produces milk or can
Species is a group of
reproduce.
organisms.
Group of organisms
Mm-hmm.
that that has hair or could breed together successfully, and that can produce milk.
Yeah, that can breed with each other in nature and produce healthy, fertile offspring. Okay, they can produce fertile offsprings. And I told you
Fertile
one more thing.
offsprings.
What is meant by fertile offspring?
Like newborn.
Hmm. Species is what? A group.
A group of organisms that can successfully breed and reproduce fertile offsprings.
And what what is meant by fertile offsprings? Okay, what is meant by fertile offsprings? Fertile
Like
offspring means that they can
like they can
further
also
reproduce.
maybe like in further in generation.
Yeah, these offsprings can further reproduce. Okay, this is how the
Yes.
generations go on. Okay, generations go on. Now you have first generation, second generation, third generation. There are so many generations of one family, right? So this is how it works. This was about the species. Okay, what we discussed in the classification system, can you read from here?
Okay, the classification systems. The first person to try to classify organisms in a scientific way was a Swedish
Naturalist.
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 Naturalist
Naturalist means a person who study nature. Okay, a person who study
nature
nature. What is happening in the nature?
called Linnaeus.
Hmm.
He introduced his system of classification in 1735. He divided all different kinds of living things into groups called species. He recognized 12,000 different species. Linear species were groups of organisms that shared the same appearances and behavior. We still use the
Okay,
same system today.
uh, what, what is the role of the Linnaeus in this classification system? What he did?
That that they looked like similar and they were behaving like similar.
Yes, he recognized almost 12,000 different species. Okay, he recognized
Mhm.
12,000 different species. Linear species were a group of organisms that share same appearance and behavior.
Same behavior.
Yes, their behavior was same, their appearance was same. We still use
Mhm.
this system today. Biologists do not always agree on exactly how to define a species, but usually we say that organisms belong to same species if they can breed together successfully. Okay, but they say that what is meant by species? Species are those which can breed together successfully, and the offspring that they produce also can also breed. Okay, so it means they have fertile offsprings. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, then what comes after species?
Uh, Offsprings.
Genus. The species,
Oh, genus. Yeah.
yeah,
Genus.
it was grouped into a larger group that was known as genera, or singular form is known as genus. Okay, then each genus contains several species with similar characteristics. Okay, it means like it in each genus you will have the organism of the similar characteristics. Just like I told you, the if you talk about just grade 3 students, so in the grade 3 students you will get the data of all the students which are studying in the grade 3 in that particular school. Okay, so similarly this is the case. Genus is the main bigger group. Okay, and in genus you have many different species. Okay, and those species are closely resemble to each other. That's why those species are
Yes.
collectively placed in that genus. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
We can say the species of the similar characteristics are put in one genus. Clear?
Yeah.
Are you clear with this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what happens after that?
Then it goes from the genus. It goes into a group, into a family.
Yeah, they are then grouped into family. Okay, after genus you have
Yes.
family.
Then into classes. Then into phyla and kingdoms.
Sorry.
Then it go from families. It goes to orders.
Yes. Then after family you have order. So this was first species, then genus, then you have this family, the singular family.
Yeah.
Then you have
Then
orders.
order.
Then
Yeah. To class.
yes, you have class. then phyla,
phylum,
and then kingdom.
kingdom.
Okay, so starting from the very first, from the bigger one, you have kingdom, right? After kingdom, what is
Mhm.
there?
Uh,
There is huh?
phylum,
Yes, kingdom, phylum, class,
class, order,
order,
family,
family,
genus,
genus,
and species.
yes, and species. This is the correct sequence. Okay, starting from the
Yeah.
species, because species is the most basic thing. You have species, then and what are species? We have discussed that species are those a group of organisms which can reproduce, right?
And
They can
and
interbreed,
reproduce
and then their
fertile
offspring
offspring.
can further interbreed.
Yes.
Then from the species, you got the genus, and then you have different genus. They are in one family. Then from family you have order, then class, and then phylum, and then kingdom. Okay, this is known as
Yeah.
classification system of the that was given by the Carlos Linnaeus. Okay, are you clear with this?
Yes.
Okay. After this, now can you read from here? Figure 1.
Okay. Figure 1.3 shows five animals that all belong to the mammal order. You can see that they will all have hair, which is a characteristic feature of mammals. The animals have been classified into two groups: horse-like mammals and dog-like mammals. What
Yes.
features do you think differ between these two groups? The horse-like mammals all belong into the genus Equus. The dogs-like ones belong to the genus Canis.
Okay, now what they have mentioned, you have these two groups. Okay, you have two groups. Like these three are in one group, okay, and then these two are in the other group. Okay,
Yeah.
so what they're saying, they are dog like. Okay, these three are dog like. This is jackal, this is wolf, this is dog, and they are under category genus. Their genus is Canis. Okay, their genus is Canis. And when we talk about the horse like mammals, in horse like you have pony and zebra. Okay, they
Yeah.
both are what? They are in Equus. Okay, their genus is Equus. Even though both are mammals, you see, they both are mammals, but their genus is different. The genus of these is Equus, and the genus of these is Canis. And always remember this
Mhm.
thing, whenever we write the name, the scientific name, you will know that genus will come in the start of the name. Okay, you see, Canis, Canis, Canis. The Canis
Yeah.
familiaris. The name of the dog is, the scientific name of the dog is Canis familiaris. Familiaris is its species. Okay. Then it is Canis lupus. It is Canis mesomelus. Are you getting this? The genus will always
Yes.
come first. You will have this
Mhm.
sequence. There will be genus, then there will be species name. Okay, just like I told you the Homo sapiens. Okay,
Oh, yeah, Homo sapiens.
yes, and the S will be small. S will be small. And for this, you see, you have zebra and you have pony. This is Equus cabulus. This is Equus burchellii. So the genus of these two is same. Clear? But the species are different.
Yeah.
Then there is a discussion of the binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is this, which I have already told you, that you have every species have two names. First name is its genus name, okay, and the second name is the species name. Okay, there is genus name and the species name. This is known as binomial nomenclature. And why it was needed? Because worldwide the people uses different words for the same things, because there are different languages. People speak different languages, so that's why they use different terminologies for the same thing. So it was becoming difficult for the biologists to work on
Yeah.
one particular thing in different regions because the terminologies were different. So for the scientists it was difficult to understand that what that particular person is talking about which species it is
Yeah.
talking about. So that is why they make a system. The system is known as the Carlos Linnaeus did this work as well. He made the
Mhm.
binomial nomenclature system. According to this, he said that there will be two names of a species. The first name will be the genus name, and the second name will be the species name. Okay, are you clear with this?
Yes.
So
Mhm.
binomial system is what? It is an internationally agreed system in which the scientific name of an organism is made up of two parts showing the genus and the species. Okay, it shows the genus and the
Yeah.
species. Two names.
She's.
Just like the wolf, we say that the genus of the wolf is Canis and the species is Lupus. Okay, so the wolf, the name will be Canis, the genus name, and Lupus. Then this is known as Canis lupus will be its name. It's a binomial name. Clear? So they are saying
Mhm.
these names are printed in the italics. When you write a Latin name, you cannot write in italics. So you should underline. Okay. Remember one thing. Whenever you will write, you will underline these when you are handwriting. Clear? Just like the
Yes.
Homo,
Yes.
Homo sapiens. Okay.
Silence.
Otherwise, they will deduct the marks. Clear? What is the rule they have mentioned? That if you are typing on the laptop or some other thing
You have to
on the
write it in
PC,
italic.
yeah, on the
Yeah.
laptop you will write in italics, but if you are writing it with your hands, then you cannot write in italics, right? It is difficult for us to write in italics. So what can we do? We will write in simple the format which we use, and then we can underline the word. Okay, you will underline both the genus as well as the species. Clear?
Yeah.
This is the naming system. Okay, then we have, yeah, this is, they have mentioned about the one species. The table shows two organisms. This table shows two organisms, a monarch butterfly and a giant pangolin. Okay, there is this monarch butterfly and this is pangolin. These are two different organisms. Use the information in the
Yeah.
table to suggest whether these two organisms are not related to at all, distantly related or closely related. Okay, now they are asking by this table, can you tell, are these closely related, are they distantly related, or are they not related at all? What comes in your mind?
They're not related, like, at all.
Not at all, they both are animals, isn't it?
Yeah, but
There is one
like a little
similarity.
bit.
Okay, so you
Yes.
can say they are distantly related. They are
Distantly.
distantly related. Okay, if they have given you like there is animal and in this column you have bacteria, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was kingdom phylum, there was kingdom monera. No, not the bacteria, you can say the monera or the plantae. Then you can say they are, what are they? They are not related at all because their kingdom will be changed. Okay, so there will
Yes.
be no similarities. If there are similarities, there is, if you get just one similarity you will say distantly related. If you get more
Mm-hmm.
similarities you will say closely related. And if you not get
Mm-hmm.
any of the similarities, then you can say they are
Not
not
related.
related to each other at all. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, then write down the what they have mentioned out on the genus of the giant pangolin. How you will write the genus of the giant pangolin? This giant pangolin.
Yeah. So we just write
What can we write?
like.
We will first write this one. This man is, okay.
Mm. Manus
Then this
gigantea.
Gigantea. And then
Gigantea.
underline it, okay? This is must.
Okay. Mhm.
Clear? Then in part C,
Yeah.
use the internet or a textbook to find out how a human is classified. Write down its table like one shown in the on the right. Okay, now this is your task. The part C. What you need to do? You need to make a table like this. Like what is the kingdom of the human being? What is the phylum of the human being? Class of the human order, family, genus, species. Clear? From
Yeah,
the
but
internet.
I'm
You
pretty
can do
sure
this from the internet or you can do this from your
it's
official
Homo
book.
sapiens and
Homo
the
sapiens is
kingdom
just
is
genus and the species.
yeah, but
Okay.
and the kingdom is Animalia.
Yes.
Rest I'll do it.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this for the human being. Like what can be the firstly in the kingdom if we write it over here.
Animalia.
Sorry.
The kingdom Animalia.
Yes, kingdom is Animalia.
Then it will be a vertebrate.
I think I told you. Yeah, I told you this. In
Yes.
the phylum, yeah, they are vertebrates.
Vertebrates.
Yes. Then
Like mammals.
yeah, they are mammals. Then order.
Primates.
Yeah, primates. Then
Homo something.
hominids.
Hominids.
Yes. Then Homo.
And then Homo.
Okay, firstly you will write
And
in genus you
sapiens.
will write Homo, and in species you will write proper name Homo
Homo sapiens.
sapiens. Okay, you cannot write just sapiens over here. You will write proper name. Clear? The
Yes.
naming, and you must memorize this. This is important. Now we are going to discuss about the five kingdom classification. Just like I told you the brief introduction about this. That firstly, there is the kingdom of the living organisms. When we talk about this, I told you there are five kingdoms. What were those?
Animalia Plantae.
Animalia Plantae are the advanced one. From where we started. We started from the
Like
kingdom
the living
Monera,
or
right? The basic one is kingdom Monera.
yeah, kingdom Monera. Yeah. Then it's kingdom Animalia.
Protista.
Protista.
Then Animalia is the advanced one. Okay, that is the final stage.
So
It is the most
Plantae.
complex one.
Fungi or Plantae?
Fungi, yes.
Fungi.
Then
Plantae.
yeah, you have Plantae.
And then Animalia.
In Animalia. And how we classify them? And this is the most simple one, and there is this is the most complex.
Actually,
one.
the most complex one. Yes.
Now they have mentioned in the five kingdom classification. Firstly, they started from the complex one because that is easier for us to understand because you have seen the animals at different places. So yes.
So kingdom Animalia is the most complex.
This is the most complex one. Okay. In the animals are usually easy to recognize. Most animals can move. Okay, these are the characteristics you must highlight on your book. And they can move actively. They can hunt for food, and they can hunt for food. That's why they are known as heterotrophs.
Yes.
Because they rely on some other sources for food. They cannot prepare their own food. That is why they are known as heterotrophs. Under the microscope, we can see that their cells have no cell wall. Okay, they don't have any cell wall. This is important information. Some animals have in the past been confused with the plants. Yeah, in the past time, they categorize the animals with the plants because of some common things. They categorize on that thing, but afterwards they differentiated that the plants are in some other group. They must be in some other group, and the animals should be in some other group. Okay.
Yes.
So for a long time, sea anemones were classified as plants. Okay, sea anemones they must be in the animal category, but they place them in the plants. And why they place them in the plant? On the basis of their position, because you know the sea anemones they remain still on their position. They don't move. They tend to stay fixed at one place. So on this basis, the biologist placed sea anemones in the plants category. Clear?
Yes.
And their tentacles look like looks rather like flower petals. Okay, their petals was just like the petals of the flowers. That's why
Yes.
they place them in the plants category. Otherwise, after
Yes.
knowing about the characteristic of the sea anemones, they realized that the sea anemones should be in the animals category. And what were the characteristic they look into? Firstly, they check the cells. How many cells are there in the sea anemones? So by checking this, they come to know that the sea anemones are what? They are multicellular.
Multicellular.
Yes,
Yes.
they are multicellulars. Then they look into the nucleus, whether they have nucleus or not. So they further confirmed that yes, they have a nucleus, but no cell wall. There is no cell wall or no chloroplast. It means
Yes.
they are not plant. Okay, because these two things, the cell wall and chloroplast, is present in the plants. So this thing
Yes.
confirm that these are not plants. Are you getting this?
Yes, yes. That they're not plants because they don't have cell walls or chloroplast.
Exactly, because they don't have cell wall and they don't have the chloroplast. Afterwards,
Yes.
they feed on organic substances made by other living organisms. This is important. I told you the plants are autotrophs, right? They can prepare their own food. You remember the autotrophs and the heterotrophs, the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs? What is the difference?
Heterotrophs like has this
These are the organisms. Heterotrophs are those organisms which
that hunt for food.
they cannot prepare their own food. They rely on other sources
Yes.
for food, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But when we talk about the autotrophs are those organisms which can prepare their own food. Clear?
Yes.
Are you getting this?
Yes. Yes. That heterotrophs have to like find their source of food, and anthrotrophs have can make their own food.
The autotrophs can prepare their own food. So when they look into the third characteristic, if you see the third characteristic, they have mentioned that they feed on the organic substances. The sea anemones, they feed on organic substances made by other living organisms. So what is this characteristic? Are they heterotrophs or autotrophs? That they feed on organic substances made by other living organisms. So what does it mean? Are they heterotrophs or autotrophs?
Like feed heterotrophs, like
Yeah, they are heterotrophs. So they cannot be plants. They cannot be in the category of plants because plants are
Yes.
autotrophs. Are you getting this? That
Yes.
by knowing these characteristics, they confirmed that sea anemones should be in animal category. Why? The evidences are, first thing is that they don't have cell wall, they don't have chloroplast. The second thing, the third thing is that they cannot prepare their own food. They rely on some other living organisms to get the organic substances. Clear?
Yes.
These were the evidences which confirmed that sea anemones should be in animals category because they are multicellular. Clear?
Yes.
Initially, why they put them in the plant category? Because of some similarities, just like the sea anemones were static at their position, they cannot move. And the second thing was
Yes. Yes.